fast-paced, up-and-down games in the NBA, but this one should be a little bit different.
Yeah, I think half-court execution will be the premium in this one, a strength for both of these teams. They'll slow it down, grind it out. This will be a physical, tactical battle.
Looking at the starting five for Boston. Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. White and Brown team up as the backcourt. And it's Hauser in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Brown. It's tipped. And it's the Hornets on the break. Here's Miller.
Oh, my. I mean, just hard on that one, B.A. Oh, yes. 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Ooh, that's about as fun a highlight as we're ever going to see.
Yeah, he left the defender pretzeled up and then punched it down.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. Coach showed nothing but respect for Derek White. He told me White is the ultimate glue guy. He's not worried about his stats. Instead, he fills in the gaps and does whatever is necessary to help his team win. He is truly an unselfish player. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. It's good on the putback.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, B.A. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
Already in his career, we've seen the numerous ways in which Ball can score. He's got a lot in his package.
Charlotte shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
First free throw is good. And you think back, not many point guards have combined the vision with the frame of LaMelo Ball.
I mean, he's 6'7" or even taller. You think about it, it's just a short list. You think of Luka Doncic, Penny Hardaway, Magic Johnson. That combination of size and court awareness is hard to stop.
Now here's Tatum. And you look at his numbers, just over 21 a game. Queta, no good.
He converts those at a high rate, but not that time.
Ball outside. Let's go with a 3, and that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Ball is a volume three-point shooter. His confidence pulling the trigger is a big part of his weaponry, and he isn't afraid to let it fly, that's for sure.
Now here's Brown. 43 points last game out. Queta. Great positioning on the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
And so it's Charlotte with it. It's a 3-point game. Their last game, a win against the Suns. Looking to carry it into this one.
What about their offense? It was a well-oiled machine, getting them high-quality looks time and time again.
Boy, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it, and you could feel that they were playing for each other.
Hornets leading by 5. To the left side wing. Miller outside. Tatum with it. He's picked up by Miller. Here's Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
You got to be careful around Tatum now. If you're not paying attention, he'll take that ball away from you quickly.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And this break in action gives us a chance to see which teams are getting it done from distance. It's the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. In third, Charlotte.
Instead of just bombing away, they work hard to create good looks from beyond the arc.
1:31 left in the opening quarter. The Hornets are led by head coach Charles Lee, who was a two-time champion as an assistant coach.
Yeah, that's exactly right, B.A. He won a title as an assistant coach with the Bucks in 2021, then another as the top assistant for the Celtics in 2024, and that's exactly why Lee was brought to Charlotte, to establish and build a winning culture.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Jaylen Brown never loses confidence. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla said he has great short-term memory. If he misses a shot, it never affects the next one. You can't shake it. I just love his poise and his ability to attack. Brown said, every time I take the floor, I want to be aggressive. Back to you, Brian.
You love that confidence. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Kata. After the basket by Charlotte. Tatum, a screen on White. White, the pass to Tatum. Back to White. 5 on the clock. And Tatum, the bucket on the assist from White. Tatum's gotten his third basket of the night.
He is on one right now, getting to his spots and executing.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. White, the pass to Ball. The kick out to White. Second chance shot. Ball outside. The three is up. The shot, no good. LaMelo Ball getting it done for the Hornets. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. Back after this. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Charlotte?
Attacking relentlessly, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the stripe.
Boy, I like the aggressive nature they're playing with here. Not playing soft at all. They're going right at them.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time. Just 2 games before the playoffs get going. Let's see how the field might look. You take a look at the Celtics. With great effort over a long season, they're second in the conference. And of course the Charlotte Hornets, they're in 8th place right now.
You know, for the Celtics, their focus is shifting now to the playoffs. Now, they could wrap up a good seed, and of course it's a matter of playing their best basketball to close out this regular season.
White for 3. Nails it from 3. White's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thank you very much for the report, Shams. On the court right now for the Celtics. Tatum at the 4 with Kata in at the 5. White and Brown team up as the backcourt. And it's Hauser in at the 3. Oh, wow! Oh, watch out! Big finish!
Wait. And that is why Bridges is considered a premier dunker.
Bridges against Tatum. Outside White. Tatum a screen on White. The kick to Tatum. Hornets with the rebound. They faced off right here last time they met, but the home club just couldn't pull out the win.
They definitely came into that one hoping to be competitive. Unfortunately, they were anything but.
It wasn't pretty. That's definitely the case. I mean, I know they'd like to scrub that game from their memories and actually erase it from the hard drive.
And there's James from the arc. Kata pulls it in. Cade's got 4 rebounds now. And this is year 2 for Coach Charles Lee at the helm of the Hornets, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., a long-time assistant. He knocked on plenty of doors before finally securing the lead role. And that determination to break through, something he's looking to impart to his young roster. Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And timeout called by Charles Lee. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Check in on the players lighting it up in the second half of the season. For Jaylen Brown.
You have to appreciate scorers who turn it on down the stretch. He's given them points in crucial games.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Bridges misses. Celtics trail by 4. Well, Clark, what's something that sets Miles Bridges apart from his fellow NBA players?
How about we start with toughness? I mean, he's a physical presence out there. He loves a challenge, highly competitive. I like his physicality on the wing. I mean, he invites contact, and he's not shying away from anybody.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Brown. Oh, Brown! Vicious!
Just awesome speed from Brown. Blasting off towards the bucket and slamming it down.
Charlotte leading by 4. There's a minute 59 left in the first half. And he makes it. Miller's got 6 points.
He's one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Back to you.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie. And there's Bridges. That's good. On the assist by Ball. And it's an 8-point Hornet lead.
Boy, he's very dependable from that area. So Bridges, to me, should look to keep attacking when he gets the ball in this space.
White, the pass to Tatum. Oh, Tatum slings it from deep.
That is what we talk about. Make the next pass. Fantastic feed.
For Charlotte, they've gotten an impressive 6 of 8 shots to fall in the second. And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
And guys, those road games are never easy. But they had a solid strategy going in. And stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
Hornets making a change here. Diabate's checked in, and the Celtics also making a change. Pritchard's checked in. Tatum against Bridges. Tatum passes to Queta. Kick out to Brown. Tries again. Diabate grabs the board. Charlotte leading by 5. To the paint. Bridges misses.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him. Well, you know, he may be a bit undersized at the 4, but he makes up for it with his athleticism.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Ball with it. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
And he may have posed even more problems with his passing. They had to worry about him as a scorer and a distributor.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's the Hornets. They lead by 3. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. One more. They're thinking about the shot.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the action shortly. But first, a glance at how the Eastern Conference standings are stacking up as the season winds down.
Taking a look at Charlotte, trying to win their way out of a potential play-in game and really get into that top 6.
Yeah, everybody wants that surefire playoff ticket, not the conditional one.
And guys, the Charlotte Hornets are in an even game.
They're riding the wave of enthusiasm in this arena.
Yeah, getting that boot. Thanks for joining us. Time to head.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
And Brown has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. They trail by 3. When this game is done, they'll be off to Milwaukee, taking on the Bucks. And that'll mark the end of this 5-game road trip. Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. Knipple out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Diabate in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Hornets 5.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
White against Miller. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
Tough move by Miller, having to absorb the foul while taking his shot.
Looking at the young forward, Brandon Miller. Just how high is this kid's ceiling, Clark?
I think he's got all-star potential. I mean, he's a multifaceted scorer, a really solid rebounder at the wing position, and a good passer, just a good all-around player who I think is only going to get better and better as time goes on.
Miller hits them both. Will grant a wrist injury hampered Brandon Miller in year 2. Good to have him back in action, though.
Yeah, the number 2 pick in 2023. I mean, the future is still bright for Miller, and he'll have every opportunity to fulfill his immense potential.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. From down in the low post, it goes. Diabate's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
A true playmaker. When ball isn't creating for himself, he's creating for others.
Here's Brown. Got a hand on it. Ball with it. Pritchard picks him up. 3rd quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Lets it fly. Ball no good.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump.
Pass to Keita. Here's Tatum. No good with a layup.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Diabate. And he jams it home with authority.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
Brown passes to Keita. Now here's Tatum. Oh, and a great bucket from Tatum. Taking the hit.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Bridges. Tipped.
White doing an excellent job coming up with the block there.
Down low. Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Pass to Knipple. Ball outside. 1:52 left in the third quarter. 5 to shoot. Here's Knipple. Out of bounds. It'll be Celtics ball. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Peyton Pritchard. White, he's checked in for Charlotte. Celtics trail by 3. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Brown finds Tatum. Hornets with the rebound.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch. The game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
What a move by Tatum. When he's pulling these off, he's impossible to defend.
The motor of Kobe White. Grant seems to be ready to run the entire game and then some.
Oh, totally, B.A. For someone who is quick and can jump and has a strong handle, he's got plenty of stamina. And as a guard, you trust Kobe will make those effort plays.
That's good from White.
And when you look at Kobe White's career numbers, he scored 15 as a rookie. I mean, he's always been a factor offensively.
White hits them both. Here's Tatum. He's got 16. Pass to White. Back to Tatum. Outside, Brown. James with the rebound. Hornets leading by 6. Right side, White. Here's the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. White's got 11.
Off the catch, White has a very quick release.
White for 3. James with the rebound.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Bridges feeling it out a little bit. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And so it's Charlotte with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. On the court right now for the Celtics. Their backcourt, Pritchard and White. At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. And it's Queta in at the 5 spot.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
Tatum clearly putting on a show in this one. Doing it all.
And White has got the ball here for the Hornets. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. That'll be the end of a 3-game homestand. Here's Ball. Back to Williams. Shoots over Tatum. Williams misses.
Operating from mid-range. That's a shot he likes. I mean, I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Oh, JB rattling the rim.
And Brown really is at his best when he takes it inside. I mean, the defense has no idea what to do with it.
Ball against White. Now here's Ball. The D's right on him. White against Pritchard. White, the pass to Williams. And that one drops for him.
Great screen and an even better finish. Williams looking pretty good out there.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Checked in for Williams. The Celtics also with a sub. Hauser, he's checked in for Pritchard. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. Clearly, there's no doubt in the coach's mind. He told his guys, look, we're in this. All it takes is a couple of stops and a couple of buckets. It's yours for the taking. Now go out there and take it. I like his confidence. Guys?
Allie, thank you. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Charlotte.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Miller outside. Cash from downtown.
This is what they were hoping to get from him tonight. Solid performance.
White outside. Brown on the wing. Picked it. Now Ball. Oh, he misses the layup.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Tatum. Hey, Jason Tatum takes flight.
An athletic forward who dunks it with style. He's showing off his dunking ability right there.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged.
Heading to the court, it's your strong squad. Let's go!
Bridges, he's checked in for Charlotte. Knipple comes in for White. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Yes! Using that window!
Tell you what, he is a really special passer, LaMelo Ball. His ability to fit all kinds of passes into really small windows, phenomenal.
White outside. Tatum inside. He's against Bridges. It's good!
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes, they last days.
Outside Miller. Now Ball. Takes a three. Oh, it misses!
Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
Here's a pass to Tatum. Here's White. They double-team Tatum. And yes, sir! In stride on the lay-in from a sweet assist.
Jason Tatum scores, but also creates for his teammates a sign of his continuing growth as a player.
Here's Knipple, defended by Hauser. Ball fires! Yes, sir! Ball hits a triple!
And that is textbook perfect, the bounce pass. Exactly how you want to throw it.
Brown. Here's a pass to Tatum. Tatum draws the double. Outside Brown.
And Brown is a guy who is hunting contact. Defenders have to be more cautious around him when they're defending him.
Shooting for Boston, Jaylen Brown. 3 shots.
3 shots. 3 shots.
He makes the first of 3, and that narrows the gap to 7.
Look, you've got to give Brown a lot of credit for his growth as a shooter. That wasn't something he did when he first got to the league. He put in a lot of work. He shoots it well from the floor and line.
And he misses the second attempt. One more coming here.
What makes Brown special is his blend of smarts and effort level. Not just an intelligent player, he also gives you a phenomenal amount of energy out there.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Here's Ball. Well, if they score here, they could effectively end this one.
Yeah, and their main objectives right now, taking care of the rock and using some time. And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And Tatum's got the ball here for the Celtics. Trailing by 8. Shoots a 3. Can't get it. And so it's Charlotte winning this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And we present the play.
Tell me who flopped, who sell out the tours, who rap.